Yeah, I got so much crap around here. I can't figure out what's what. What's happening, people? How you guys doing today? Yeah, I got so much crap around here. I can't figure out what's what. What's happening, people? Eek, the dreaded loop. I'm glad I caught it right then. Oh, man. Hey, Craig, what's happening, bud? Yeah. So, it's been a Monday. I went on my usual walk around West Seattle, where it's my stomping grounds. Usually walk up this really gnarly set of stairs at Graham Street, then go up to what is that, Morgan, and then cut up 34th all the way over to Barton, and then catch that around. And usually I stop at my gym, but today I was kind of lazy and I didn't. So, yeah, there's that. And I ordered some new drum heads today. I ordered, golly, what did I get? Sorry. I got some of those new vintage, the Modern Vintage 2 by Aquarian. They're kind of calfskin simulated. And I got the bottoms for the toms as well, and I got them in that particular line, but in the single ply thin. So I should have those latter part of the week, and we'll strap them on and see what they sound like. Can't wait for that. That's going to be kind of cool. And we got here, oh my gosh, come here, you. The talented Mrs. Ripley. And she's right here on camera live. What are you doing, kitty? Here, go over there. She's just getting used to the other cat in the house, and they've stopped kind of hissing at each other. Hissing each other. They quit hissing each other. I actually like hissing. Quit hissing me. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And what else? I ordered this silicone. No, it's not a sex toy. It's keyboard cover. You dirty-minded person. Yeah. The funny thing is it comes with this tray insert. It's like the packing. The shipping, this is the shipping container for it. It's this sort of plasticky, kind of almost, it's a little denser. And you know what? I like that better than I actually like the keyboard cover itself. Hey, Eddie, what's happening? So there's that, I'm it's like the cat, you buy the really expensive cat toy and the cat, it completely ignores it, but the box that it came in is like the thing. And if you try to throw the box away, the cat gets sad. Oh no, don't throw away my box. So I'm going to put my phone away right now. Let's see. Put that over there. Put your cell phone out, mister. I got yelled at on stage one night. I was using my phone as a metronome, and I had a metronome app on it, and I was on a stage with an artist, and I was flipping through trying to get the tempo up, and they turn around and look at me and said out of the corner of their mouth, if I catch you on your phone on my stage again, I will not only fire you, I will make sure you never work in this town again. Oh, no, the old, you'll never work in this town again. Oh, yeah, that's a bad one. No, but seriously, they had a point. I mean, it didn't look good. And anytime I see somebody on stage flipping through their phone, I'm like, God, come on, man. No, don't do that. That's not the time and place to go in and talk to your boo right there. And or the bae. You got to text the bae right now, get them taken care of. Respect the bae, respect the boo, but when you're on stage, man, it's you and the instrument and the crowd. That's the way it ought to be. Hey, frickin' men. Oh, Willoway Studio, what's happening? What's for dinner there, sailor? Hey, Zach Nager up in the house. Yes, sir. Zach, my longtime friend and drum buddy. Man, that was a lot of fun. We got to do that again. I've been exploring more of the Gray Boy catalog. Okay, so today I was thinking what I would do is go through some of these groove studies a little more. But I got to thinking as well, you know what might benefit some people? Like, I know there's probably some beginner drummers that have picked up a really good book called, like, The Funky Primer by Charles Dowd. And now I got to say that my drum book camera really didn't work as well as I wanted it to because it just wasn't really visible. So, that being said, I'll have to figure another way to make that happen. But what I can do is take maybe a couple of snippets from the book and apply them and show them on the screen in a more legible manner. And it's my interest to help some of these young drummers, figure out more cool things to do with the limited book that they have. Not that it's a limited book. It is what you make of it. But, being able to go through and come up with new ways to play stuff that could be otherwise mundane and boring. I had just enough coffee today. Just enough coffee to make a full cup here for me for this particular hanging out spot. So, let's do the stretchy things. Oh, yeah. God, I just love stretching like this. It just feels really nice. I've been getting these individual fingers as well. Oh, yeah. So, I think I touched on everything. New drum heads, yeah, they're coming. The cats are getting long. I've been just, thinking about music more. Oh, the Compose thing. Compose, KOMPOZ.com. I just, I did, not that I really felt the need to, but I just, when I got involved with this site 5 years ago, I thought to myself, I really don't need to join up with this because, I've got to, I do a lot of work and, I've been making my living doing this for a long time. And, will I be sort of, selling myself short? And I never would have considered getting like a paid membership to it. So last night I bit the bullet, paid the $50 and became a, the entry level beginner. I can upload WAV files now. That's kind of what I was wanting to do. But not so much for the need to upload WAV files. I wanted to get in and just be a little more part of the community. And it's kind of like paying a cover charge. You're going to go support your friend's band or something, and they want $15 at the door. Man, just pay it. I mean, seriously. It's like you're giving each band member what, like $2 or $3 each, to perform for you. So a cover charge isn't necessarily a bad thing, and nobody should really get offended at having to pay it because, now if your friends are playing a stadium and ticket prices are like $200 each, yeah, I'd be like, hey man, can you get me in? Of course, heck yeah. Rock and roll is a rich man's sport now. I mean, it's expensive to go to a show. The tickets alone are crazy expensive, and then, just getting there and getting through like the security and all that. And pretty soon you're gonna get like, you're gonna have to buy insurance, concert insurance or something. Casey Howard in the house. What's happening, Casey? Hey man, I'm gonna be in San Diego on Saturday and staying down there, seeing you guys. I got a bunch of things I got to take care of, but it's gonna be fun. So, anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of hash through a few of these examples here. I think I played groove study number 9 yesterday, So I think I'm going to run through a few of those, just kind of spot check some, and I'm going to move on to groove study number 10, which looks like it's a little more fun. It's like 4 on the floor stuff. So it's just a lot of hand pattern variations based with the, like that, 4 on the floor. But let's just see what happens. I'm going to run through some groove study number 9. I think I'll do it at 100 BPM today because I feel confident like that. Of course, it's going to kick me down and, slap me across the face and say, nope, no, you're going to slow it down, aren't you, mister? Yeah, well, let's just see what happens. Through all that talking, I never even stretched my left hand. Such a stupid. Oh, geez. Just count on me for the rich entertainment here. It's like, when are you going to stop talking and play his drums? Okay, let's do it now. Why is that one so hard? It's easy, and it's not. It's one of those simplicity killers. It looks easy, it plays kind of easy, but it's just weird. Your foot is used to going the other way, so I have to retrain myself to switch it and to get it, feeling properly, feeling like it's written as I'm going through it. And the musical concept versus the written concept. And sometimes they're diametrically opposed, like today. But I think I managed to get it turned around in 100 beats a minute. Going through this stuff feels almost a little quick, but that's okay. Okay, I think I'm going to move on to number 9. This looks like it could be a fun thing right here. It's basically 16th notes, pretty much all the way through with a 4 on the floor thing. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and then some various combinations on top. So it's right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left. One E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 1 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. That should be interesting, but there's accents there I gotta adhere to, and let's just see what happens here. This sounds like it's gonna be kind of a cool one. And there's the slowdown right there. Dang it. Yeah, it's this pattern, the repetitive pattern. It's pretty easy once you get the sticking down for it, but it's some variations on it, and he's placing the accents in different places. So by playing the accents in different points, you have to put emphasis on, a different hand, or, so that's where the variation occurs. So there's a sort of a elegant simplicity that's occurring here, and it's nice. It's refreshing, and I'm just going to keep hammering through these because I think that because the stickings are so common between all of them, between most of them anyway, I can get this page done and say that I did it. And but like I said in the description, when do you truly figure you're done with a book? Because I can come through here and lead it with lead it with my left hand, and then it becomes a whole different book, right? I mean, there's so many variations you can do with this stuff, and with any kind of learning materials that you get. It's just it doesn't matter, what it is. It's just how you use it. So therein lies the creativity. This one makes more sense. This is like a soca groove. little tricky one right there, man. Just it's getting that accent pattern right. 1 N, 1 N, 2, 3 N, so 1 N, 2, 1 N, 2, 3 N, 1 N, 2, 3, 3 E N, 4 E N. So 1 N, 2, 3, 4 E. 1 N, 2, 3, 4 E. That's the hi-hat accent. And then everything else kind of floats around that in the way that ghost notes will. And ghost notes, for those who aren't hip to it, is the little small notes that occur. So what this book does is it gives the user, the victim, it gives you the ability to play on those two sound levels, which would be the quiet and the loud. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Craig. Yes. No. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of like at the point where my eyes roll back in my head and I need to, step away for a minute. And that I will do. I'm going to go play a song because that's just, it's a nervous tension, right? Let's see, what can I play today? I played a bunch of stuff yesterday, but could do a Mike Watson thing. Let's see what I've got here. What do I have? This one's called Redaction in Real Time. It's got a fun part in it. The first part is pretty much 4/4, and then the part where it's got the kind of that's in 17/16, which is a really interesting 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 5 and the 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4. No, it's a 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4 and 2 and the 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4 and 2 and the That's how it would be. What am I thinking? I was thinking of 19. So the video cut out, huh? It says I got 32 dropped frames, which means that somewhere along the way, it hiccuped. But I've got such a fast outbound connection here that I really don't think that it's. I don't think it's here. Yeah, it's probably on you, man. I think I got like 30 megabits a second upstream. I got a gigabit connection, but download speed is one thing. Upload speed when you're streaming is a whole nother bag. If you're gonna stream, you got to have a really, really, really good upstream connection. Was a glitch in the matrix. Yeah, there you go. That's the one right there. So I think I really like these headphones, by the way. The in-ears, I like the in-ear monitors. I like the way they feel. They're light. I forget that I have them in my head, and that's a problem. Because what happens is I go to step away, and I get, boom, feel them just get ripped out of my head. Oh, God. Which is not good for the earphones. It's not good for them. It's not good for the cables. It's not good for the molds that are inside. Because if you damage those silicone molds that are there, you got to get them recast. And they're custom molds for your ears, like $300. It's crazy. Anyway, so I'd like to thank Etymotic Research for the for all the support they've given me over the years. They're awesome. Etymotic, heck yeah. The ER4 SRs, that's what I've been using. Studio reference. They have the extended release too. I got a couple of pair of them. But these are cool too. And when your cables go bad, they just send you new cables, and you just take the drivers off and put them on the new ones, and it's pretty much plug and play, man. Yeah, monitoring headphones. In-ear monitors are a little more, they're a little more direct. They're going, and the thing is what I find with the in-ears is that they end up making everything like a level, it levels everything out. It's almost like earplugs that have speakers built in. It's exactly what it is. You just set of earplugs that seal your ear canal, and they've got little speaker drivers built into them. Headphones are more, there's a little more air room. There's a little more air gap between your ear and the speaker, which allows for a bit of a fuller sound. Not that these etymotics don't sound full and nice. Oh my God, they sound amazing. But having the cans over your head, I do believe, gives it a different sound. And if you're doing any kind of mixing or mastering, I suggest maybe you have a few different pair of headphones and in-ear monitors and things of that nature, so you're able to get a good comparison. Because what sounds, we've all been here in our musical endeavors where something sounds really great in the studio over your monitors, and then you get it in the car and it sounds like crap. And that's happened many, many, many times. And then you have to take it back and go get it mixed down. There was a band called the Kentucky Headhunters back in the 90s. And they kind of upended the whole recording scene, and that they were a country band. They went in and basically recorded it, and they'd take it out after every take. They'd put it on cassette, take it and play it in the truck. And if it sounded good in the truck, they were on to something. That's what they did. And that's pretty much what you have to think about. The recording studios with all the gear that they have, it's kind of like, what is it? You take music, you run it through, $500 microphones, and a guitar. You take a $5,000 guitar, run it through a $10,000 amplifier, through a $100,000 board, through $50,000 a pair. Basically, you run your music through like $1 million worth of gear, and in the end result, it's all going to get squished down to a 128 kilobit per second MP3 played through a pair of 99-cent earbuds. Oh, man. All right, man. Yeah, Kentucky. I'm from the South, too. I'm from Mississippi. I grew up in Jackson and Belzona and Yazoo City. That's down in the Delta, Belzona and Yazoo City. And Jackson was pretty much where I spent most of my time, but I also spent, time out in the Delta. I get dropped off out there by my parents and left to, fend for myself because I was raised by wolves. Yeah, the deep South. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. First big thing I ever did in life was get out of Mississippi. That's my first objective. Okay, you do that, man, you're good. Anyways, no, I love my home state. I just haven't been back there in a long time, and I think that hopefully the statute of limitations is expired back there. No, I never got in trouble. I got caught with some pot one time. Oh, man, that was scary. Well, then, let's just see what we've got to play to today. I actually went on Compose last night and found some cool stuff. I'm just going to go run this one thing. It was kind of a groove thing that somebody had done. And he's already got a drummer on it, so that's okay. I'm just going to go play it again. If I can find the dang thing, where is it? Did I do it? Did I download it? Hangover? No. Oh, hang on. Let me go do this. I'm going to go download this track here. Hold on. Oh, wait. There it's here. Yeah, Drowning Man's stuff. That's right. I'm going to go do one of Drowning Man's compositions. Hang on. Let me pull this down here. Files. And let's see. Bed track, no drums. He says, would you play on my other thing instead? I said, yeah, but I'm going to do this one too because I like the groove. It's pretty funky. We're going to see what happens. Just wait on this thing. There it is. It just got in. All right. And download. Let's see. Download. Zipping the file. Sometimes this takes a minute. There, it's zipped, and now it's downloaded. And look, like instant magic, it's right there. I remember the days you used to have to shuttle things around and get someone to drop it off and blah, blah, blah. Hey, you got that master tape? Mm-hmm. Okay, this one right here. Oh, wait, do I want to open my DAW? Yeah, I do want to open the DAW. Open the DAW, man. Oh, cool, Craig. We can jam together on Compose. That'd be fun. Okay, see. Open recent. Okay, let me hide this. Sorry for all the technical poop here. I gotta, no, dang it. I just pushed freaking quit. Tech explosion here, my gosh. Gotta take the hot corners off this computer. They're gonna make me crazy. For they shall run me crazy. Okay, file. Open recent funk thing. Okay, let me go over here and select all, not select Q. That's what got us to that point in the first place. Dang it. Okay, so let's do that. Get rid of that. And you can save this. Well, I'm not going to save it yet. Give me 1 second. Okay, drag this over to there. Okay. That's just converting. Okay, now it's there. Okay, let's go play a song and see what this sounds like. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but it's going to be fun. Haha. I got to put a marker in there because that's where the change was. I need to know where it goes back to the head. Right there. About right there it goes to the head. See, you got to know where you're going in the music because it's got sort of a, it's got a, it goes through some things. It goes through some chordal movements. And so you got to kind of spell that out. Okay, let's see. Rename. No, come on, dang it. Name. Yeah. Back. BTH. Back to head. That's what it is. Okay. This is a fun song. I mean, it's got kind of a funky groove. And I am not recording it yet. I'm just kind of playing it down, getting my bearings. Let me go see if there's a tempo for it. Hold on. Not that I need a click track. It's just, sometimes it's nice to have because it's where 90 beats a minute. Thank you, composer. And I feel like an idiot because I wrote to the people at Compose. I was like, hey, if you guys had some kind of field that people could fill in for the tempo, and it was like right there on the page. It was just at the bottom. I didn't see it, and so I felt like kind of dumb because I didn't see it, and that's okay. It's all right. Like right now, I just can't find the dang, where's the tempo? Metronome. Oh. Okay, come on, metronome. Oh, dang it. No. What is going on here? Why can't I set my metronome? Really, Mr. Metronome? Okay, where's the dang tempo, though? Oh, there it is. It's hiding from me. Dang it. See, these are the things they don't teach you in music school. No, they probably do. They teach these. Yeah, they definitely teach you this. How to find the freaking tempo on the DAW? Okay. Yeah, that's T. Reed. It sure is. I like that guy's playing. I really do. His guitaring is great. He can guitar well. Well, that wasn't no all-day sucker. That was too short, man. But nice changes. I like those changes. The idea is to be able to sketch together something. Like, I was just kind of plodding through that and sort of feeling it out. My goal with something like that would be to build a part that would capitalize on those extra changes that go through. It's not, your standard form. It has a few extra little bumps and bits to it. Well, thank you, Willoway. Appreciate it. That was just kind of an initial run through. Like I said, when I get a tune and I really like it, I'll sit here and I'll turn it into a dead horse. I'll play it until it's a dead horse, and then I'll beat it some more, kick it more. That's just what I do. I just like to dig in and hit it and keep going until I get something. I don't know. Sometimes I put it down for a couple of days and come back to it. But that's the beauty of having when you have your own environment to record in, you can do as many takes as you want. And that's the problem, is you can do as many takes as you want. You can do it as much as you want or as little as you want. But I like to play, so I'm going to do more takes. And I think I'm going to go play another song here. I'm not sure what I'm going to play, but it'll have to be something out of my catalog that I have available, and it's most likely going to be a Simeon tune. So there. was actually a tune from Compose. I saw it. I'm like, oh, I can't pass that one up. Willoway Studio, and you guys, that's Janfat, Janfat. I've played on a few of his things already. 5 years ago, I did. Challenging stuff, too, man. Oh, my gosh. One tune took me like a week to learn. But I was like, man, I'm going to crack this sucker. I'm going to crack it wide open. There's still this one thing I'm trying to learn. It's by these two guys in Bulgaria. They're these guitar players. They play acoustics. It's crazy stuff, man. And they have one guitar solo piece they did. And I started working on it a long time ago, and I put it aside. And I think I'm going to go back in and maybe, revisit that stuff and try to make it something else, that's what I do. It's one of the things I do anyway, is like to go out and find, videos of good players who are, doing cool things. And so I'll take their old video that's been up maybe 5 or 6 years, and I'll play to it, and I'll re-upload it, and of course, give them full credit and shine a light on them. And so it revives their video and gets, them seen by a lot of people, and it gets me seen by their crowd. And it's kind of like this cross-pollination thing that I started doing a while back. And it's one of those things you just got to do when you're a musician, I guess. You don't have to do it, but, in order to keep your name out there, like I just wanted to, get my name out. And so I do actually play live gigs and stuff. So I'm not just, relegated to doing things within the confines of these four walls here. I do like to play gigs, and, I'm a little more selective now because of, just getting older. Finishing a gig at 1:30 in the morning and packing up and going home, getting to bed at 3 is just no longer really appealing to me that much anymore, unless it's a really good gig, Like if I'm on the road or something, yeah, heck yeah. I don't go to bed till 3 o'clock in the morning anyway, because you're so amped from the performance, and you stay up. And even if you quit at 10, you're still just like, oh yeah, I'm just jacked and like kind of having a good time. But I also quit drinking, so maybe I won't stay up as late. That was always the thing, you keep have another glass of wine or something, and like, oh man. What time is it? 3 in the morning. Oh, there's still another bottle of wine in the fridge. Oh, yeah, go get it. Nah, I can't do that anymore because I like wine too much. I just like it too much. I don't have an off switch. See, it's like I know my limits. And that's a good thing for everybody involved. Let's see. Let's do a Sim song because I know that, it's good. It's a good ride, It's a good fun play. Something not so crazy and weird. I do Unnatural Disaster. This is one of my favorite ones of his. All Simeon's songs are my favorite. All of them. I love all his music. So this is called Unnatural Disaster, and it's by Simeon Flick off his album called Sub Rosa.
Like junkies, and we die with hands touching gold bricks.
that was all about, the whole thing that I talk about, trusting your instincts. Sim's music's got some rhythmic things in it that will fake you out if you're not paying attention. He'll like for some reason, like it feels like a downbeat changes, but it doesn't. It stays the same, and I just have to kind of power through it and then play the figures, and it all works out. So getting that sense of trust with yourself, trusting yourself on your instrument, that just comes with time and comes with, practicing and trying things and working things out. I do practice when I'm not streaming, so you guys know, I do play outside of this. This is just kind of like me getting in here and playing for what usually amounts to an hour and a half or 2 hours in front of you guys. That's the part what gets me accountable, right? Gives me accountability, for what I do. So I have to sit down and play drums for a couple hours, right? That's the idea, is to play drums for a couple hours. And, now I'm able to do it. And, streaming is not really costing anything to do other than the cost of a cable bill, right? So, hey, if you got it, might as well use it. And YouTube, provided they don't get don't get too, I don't know, whatever, to something or other. I had a Vimeo account. Well, I still have a Vimeo account, but I had the premium, the Pro, and that's like $1,000 a year. So it's not really wasn't making me any money right now. So to pay for it and to have it is just like a fun thing. Yeah, I mean, if I had my stuff together a little more, maybe start doing some drum lessons, editing things down and putting them on their like packages. But that'll happen, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, I was gonna give some advice on. Come here, you. Here, left camera. This book, Funky Primer for the Rock Drummer. This is probably one of the best books that I've ever gotten into. It's what got me reading music. And so basically they're just simple, these kind of beats. Nothing too scary. One of the things that I like to do, so like I'll play number 1, step 4 on the floor with 2 and 4 on the snare drum. Okay, so just in a nutshell here, you can take a paradiddle and play it over the top of that. And then so let me go ahead and fold in the groove. So, 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E. So I'm just, with that 8th note structure there, I'm just imposing a paradiddle because the paradiddle reverses itself every other beat. And so therefore we can capitalize on it with that strong beat on the downbeat of 2 and 4. And so when you play that paradiddle across the top, you get all of a sudden all these different variables of rhythms. So like number 8 would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and paradiddle. So it's like that. Yeah, that always helped me. Another thing you can do, if you're a teacher, play them like triplets. 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, like that. Except go ahead and play the middle note. So like number 8, that I just played 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you can play it like this: 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4, 1, 2, let 3, let 4, 1, 2, let 3, let 4. Or you can go through and make that the middle note: 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4, 1, 2 triplet, 3, let 4. No, it's 1, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4, 1, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, So that's number 8, and I'm just kind of superimposing triplets over the top of it and playing the bass drum in 2 separate spots. Those kind of things will help this book be less boring if you've been through it before. And you should always try to figure out ways you can employ things that you play within books in a musical sense. Now, all the stuff in the Garibaldi book, I tend to use that stuff. That style became so much a part of my vocabulary that I guess I don't feel the need to go through and try to, craft any of it into my style because it's already living there. I went through this book 25 years ago, and it's pretty much just turned me around. And the reason why I'm going through it now is that I needed something to create a siphon effect to pull me back into, practicing like I used to, because I've got time to do it now, and I've got the need to do it right now. It's not because, I just want to go in and practice. No, I mean, there's serious musical progress and projects that are coming up, and I need to be like, have my stuff together and be on point. I don't want to go in there and sound like, unpolished or anything like that. So, developing stuff like the hands, I play enough on a practice pad. If I'm sitting around watching TV or something in the daytime, if I do that sort of thing, I'll have a practice pad in front of me. That's my TV practice method, because you're gonna, doing hand stuff is gonna be so. It's kind of like routine and mundane, and it just takes lots and lots of repetition. So if you're gonna be sitting in front of the TV, you should have your axe in your hand and going through motions or something. And that's, repetitive things that need muscle memory to develop. You have to sort of beat them into your head. So the only way you can do that is to just play them a lot. So if you watch a movie or something and you can not drive everybody crazy, you should have your instrument in your hand and playing it. That's what I say. Okay, so there's that. And what else do I got? What else am I going to do here? I'm going to go do Chris's tune here. First Flight. It's the one in 6, and it's one of my favorites. I like Flow, though. I'm not going to play Flow today, though, because I played it yesterday. So, let's see here. I'm going to do this. This is Chris Harwood's song, First Flight. No, I did play. No, I didn't play on that one. On the no, on the new album, on his new release, I played on that one. Yeah. And I did a little bit different hi-hat pattern. It was inspired by a Tool song. Is that one thing Danny Carey did with the what was it? If I can play it, man. Something like that. I'm trying to hear the song in my head, which I haven't heard in 15 years, I'm certain. It's been a while. So you're going to buy a T-shirt. What kind of shirt are you going to buy? I still have a merch? I think I have a merch store. I got my thing set up on BillRayDrums.com where I got a merch store, and it's all like print on delivery stuff. I should push that a little more. I've got some funny designs too. Some of them are really silly. But yeah. Today has been kind of fun. Probably going to be kicking off here pretty soon. I want to take the short train today because I've been a little bit low energy this morning or this afternoon. I got up and cut my yard. Got the yard done. Got my yard did. Took the trimmer out. My yard looks nice and manicured now. It's a very it's a nice looking yard, and it's all fenced in for the cats. I could have a whole herd of cats out front if I wanted. Yeah. Well then, I think I'm gonna go on ahead and get up out of here today, you guys. I've got to go do a couple more things. I just sort of, I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow at some point in the day and probably later in the day. So let's reconvene here tomorrow and 4:30 at the usual time. So Craig, as always, Eddie, and Willa, and who else is here? KC and Eddie Miles, and yeah, Zach came in. All right. I think Tito's watching. So, well, you guys have a great rest of your afternoon, and peace, love, and chicken grease to you all. What the hell's wrong with me? Why do I say that? I don't know. It's funny. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Yeah, I like chicken grease. Schmaltz. The typical thing. Craig, you rock, dude. All you guys. All y'all rock.